Welcome back. We're glad that you're back with us.
What a good word,
The preaching was really, really good. It was anointed, and I hope that you received the message that Jesus is there to help you, and that though you may be in a boat that has a great deal of water around it, that He's there to help you. All right, so trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not upon your own understanding, in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path,
Amen.
as the Scripture says. So by faith that you not only believe that He's there to help you, but He said He'll never leave you nor forsake you. So
Amen.
Trust in Him, and He will help you, and He will supply the need that you have. He will be faithful. He is faithful, and He watches over His word to perform it. So trust the Lord tonight. Whatever situation you find yourself in, trust the Lord. Trust in Him that He can help you where you are, and He can help you be able to overcome the troubles that you may be experiencing. So trust the Lord and ask Him for help. Well, welcome, Tim.
Well, they asked me to come on, I guess, to say a few things. Well, I was supposed to play a tape earlier, and I accidentally taped over it. It had all these different interviews on it.
You're the one that did that.
Yeah, I'm the one who did that, yeah.
Oh, it's a good thing that it was you, though,
Right, that's right.
There you go.
And but anyway, we've been talking about a lot of different things. Like we say, we're going to be raising the power, and I'm just glad to be a part of the ground. I call it ground roots.
Right.
I forget how you want to say it, but anyway.
That's
right. And
when are they going to do that?
we have a year or something like that, I believe, to do it, and I'm not sure all is going to cost yet. And Mel might be able to talk about more about that later when he has a chance. I don't know if he'll be on later, maybe towards the end here. He's out running around with tapes, so.
Oh, is
we are on channel 60 if you can get it here in town. Just go on your UHF. You got rabbit ears. It should come in.
Great.
And it's coming in right in here in town in the studio. So so it's taped. It's 1 hour delay, so hour and a half actually.
Oh, okay, all right.
So it's kind of delayed.
Delayed, like slow motion time.
Right.
No,
Well, yeah. Mark's going to come out here in a few minutes, but.
All right.
But I assume that most people know who you are, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Because we really should introduce his full name, right?
Yeah, Tim Merritt.
Tim Merritt.
Yeah,
yes.
that's right.
But I'm sure you already.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of
Kind
having
of
my
a
hair
regular.
cut off.
That's all right.
That's all right.
It's supposed to be spring.
Yeah,
Summer's
yeah.
coming,
And
you know.
summer is
so
coming.
that's
Maybe
good.
one of these days it'll be here.
Yeah, I guess. We invite our viewers to go to the website. We are going to have our own website eventually. It takes time to put that together, and I'll say it again. It's this Golden Adams. It's golden.adams.net/%7ET Merit, and that's for you guys who are on Netscape.
Yes.
Because you have to put that percent in there. I don't know why.
Oh, it's just on Netscape though.
I think
you cannot get it on.
But then it comes up with a little squiggly line, and I don't understand. So
okay.
I guess I'll talk to Adams Network about that. But they're also one of our friends, Christvision too. But it's just there's just a lot of new things happening and in the future for Christvision and
Praise God.
and
Amen.
send those dollars in right now.
Yes.
We need those $100 bills and.
Yes.
That's right.
And there's surely some businessman out there that's got some money, and he's got it out there, and he needs to let loose of it.
Yeah.
And this is a really good cause, and I've seen others doing it early today. We've up to like 17, 19 or something like that,
Okay.
and we need about $2,500 to pay or better to pay for this emergency broadcasting thing, and we'll get that paid for, and then we'll raise some more money down the road too.
Okay.
And I think the telethon is going to air all next week. I don't know what the times are going to be yet,
Great.
but just kind of be watching Christvision this week. You might see.
Amen.
So.
Well, it's this is such a good work.
Yeah.
And from being around here, everyone here is volunteer work.
Right.
Even $1. I mean, even if you can give $1, that's
right.
It's
Right. That's important too. That's right.
It's important too, and it's really all these wonderful works usually are done by those little dollars. Because dollars accumulate to. But like you said, if Lord sometimes moves on hearts that
Well, I'll see if I can get Mark to come down. Mark, hello. Testing, 1, 2. I put him on the spot now. He's got to come down now.
He's going to have to come down.
Well, the important thing is being obedient to what the Lord leads you to do, because the Lord in doing so is going to bless you, and He's going to certainly going to give you more than you pay in. So the Lord can bless you in many, many ways. So it's important that you be obedient so that the Lord can bless you fully, and what you do sow, the Lord will give you more to sow.
Okay.
Isn't that right, Mark?
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly right.
So,
Amen.
so is the question is, why do you volunteer at Christvision? Is that
the question of the night?
I don't know, but I
don't-
don't know. That's not the question really, but
Well, it's a good
but
question.
it's a
Why
good
don't we
question.
dwell
Why
on
are
that a
we
little
here,
bit?
Right?
All
Why are
right.
we here?
Yeah. When I first started, when I was little, 16, 17 years ago, or however long it's been, we didn't have any cameras, we didn't have any microphones, just a couple tape players, and Dad just asked me to come over and help him run wires, pull cables, set up this for this Christian television station. And I just done it because he asked me to, and I was his son. His son,
You were a
your
good
dad
boy.
asks
There you go.
a son to do something.
Sure.
You do it. So that's how I got started. I just did it because he asked me to. As time went along and I got older and we got cameras and stuff like that, it was kind of interesting to me to run cameras and audio, and it seemed kind of fun to me then at that time. So I done it because it was fun, you know. And then as you get older and things change, and then you get more responsibilities in your life as you get older,
Right.
and
Right.
things change, and you grow up and you go away to school, and then you get married and you have children and that kind of stuff. You have more responsibilities and more things to take away from what was fun in your life.
That's right.
And then you start doing it because, well, it's still fun, but you have other things that could take you away from doing stuff for the Lord.
That's right.
And sometimes the old Satan, the old liar, will tell you that when you're doing stuff for the Lord, you're neglecting your family, and you know, and that isn't right. So you should do more for them. And when the family, you know, says things or does things that try to make you think, boy, am I, you know, not spending enough time with them, when you know you need to be doing something for the Lord too.
Right.
And so now I'm doing it because it's my ministry, I guess you could say.
That's right.
The only thing I got right now as a ministry for the Lord can use you in any way.
That's right.
Whatever you
In his works here on earth, anything he can, if you'll open yourself to him, and if your talents, he'll use your talents for him.
That's right.
And that's why he gave you talents,
That's right.
is to use them for him.
That's right.
So, you know, I can do things in here with the audio, I can do things with the cameras and stuff, and it seems to come easy to me. So I consider that a talent that the Lord gave me. So I'm using my talents for him. So that's why I do it now.
Amen.
Amen.
I mean, you could be doing all kinds of other
When
things.
you
but
probably came into about the same time we did. I was trying to think when the Myerses, Pastor Myers and his wife had started the ministry, and they must have been in maybe 3 years and or so. It's just shortly after 1977 when I was born again, and we got to know them and had received the Holy Spirit the same year, and then we became acquainted with them, and we've been more or less off and on with them since then. And it was just, you know, just started when they had the opportunity to put a tape on for an hour on television. That was exciting then.
Yeah.
But what you see, all of you out there, what you see today is a result of God's blessing on this place, and it's purely by faith, because the Myerses had nothing. And yet we have new cameras.
But
and
they
we
had
have
everything too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. They had riches other than
They had
cars and houses.
faith, and
That's right.
the faith to see the vision. They were visionaries, and I think that's what our job. You know, all of us here, all the ones that volunteer here, you know, behind the cameras, you out there, you know, that listen, and everyone that comes in here, and that is part of the vision.
That's right.
You know, that the vision is to continue for that. You know, and it's nothing that we can, you know, we can be here and do the talents that God has given us, yes, but it's because of the vision of you know, the Myers, and what God wants to do to proclaim that Jesus Christ is Lord, you know, and He came to save. So
That's right.
that's what the Share-a-thon is all about.
That's right. 16, 17 years ago, if you would have told if somebody had told me or you guys that this is where Christvision would be now,
Yes.
you'd say,
yes.
there's no way.
Yes.
How's
Amen.
that ever going to
Amen.
happen?
Amen.
That's a
right.
lot of equipment and a lot of money you'd have to spend.
Amen.
But it's happened.
Right.
The Lord
Yeah.
has brought us this far, and He's not done with us yet.
It's the Lord.
Amen.
It's just
Amen.
no other way to
I see
describe it.
Herb over there. Maybe he wants to come and say a few words to us, huh?
Come on over, Herb, and let's see what you have to say about Christvision.
Thank you,
All
Mark.
right.
We appreciate
Thanks,
that.
Mark.
Look at that.
Here we
There
go.
you are, sir.
Told old Dad.
So we'll, uh-oh.
What did I do?
Oh, no, just the cap fell off.
There you
That's
go.
all right.
Oh,
Well, no need to ask you why you volunteer over here, right?
well, don't have to. I enjoy it. I retired in '86. I was down in Carbondale working for 8 years, and my wife was up here, and then I went to St. Louis for 2 years, and they went broke, and so I turned 62, and I said, that's enough. I'm sick and tired of being away from people and my friends and family, and I came home, and you might say I made the mistake of going to the Full Gospel Businessmen meeting, and I run into Reverend and Mrs. Myers.
There you are.
Anybody that knows them knows that they don't
Yes.
take no for an answer,
No, they
and,
don't.
right.
No,
and
they
they're
don't.
persistent as all get out. And
Yes.
so I more or less came over just to get them out of my hair. And so I come over and I got to working, and I was down in the old building, and then we moved up here, and a lot of this stuff I did or helped do, and the crosses on the wall I made, just little things that I like to do. And
Right, right.
but I came over, you might say, a selfish reason why I came, because I grew up with my dad and everybody I knew that taught me to work. And you got to be working. If you're not working, you're going to be in trouble. So that's been my whole life, and when I wasn't working, I was drinking. So I kept working as much as I could, 3 or 4 jobs just to stay out of the taverns. And so I enjoyed the taverns, but I knew when I didn't drink while I was working. So anyway, I come over here and worked for Reverend Myers. I said, well, I'll just come over and work a couple days a week, and once in a while, and shoot, I got over here and I got to working 6 days a week for 4 years,
Praise
every
God.
day. And
Praise
then
God.
Saturday night I'd be
Yes,
over here,
yes, yes.
and I just enjoyed it. And they were special people.
Yes.
And sometimes I get sitting around and get melancholy, and I just miss them so much. They're just like a father and dad to me, and they're just real nice people. And
Yes, that's
But
right.
they are all praying, you know, to
Yeah.
see that for us and see that this vision continues.
Yeah.
And just think there are hundreds of people just like you that have been pulled into this work, and you know, and so many others that have been blessed and you know.
yeah, well,
Just-
what would
just
life
for-
be like?
Right.
You know, it used to be never was much of a lover of people.
Right.
I was a loner, and I didn't like women. They were out
Oh, I
after
didn't
my
know
money.
that,
Well,
Herb.
I didn't back in those days.
Oh,
But I do
gee.
now. The Lord got a hold of me, and I tell you, I married the
Lord
best
changes.
woman.
You
yeah.
have a wonderful
Yeah, I
wife.
married the
Wow.
best woman
yes.
in the United States.
Yes, sir.
And,
yes, yes.
But anyway, I was having problems here recently with my heart and everything. I had surgery and just felt like I wasn't no good for nothing. You know, you didn't have any energy, and
Right.
Oh, yeah.
and the Lord, every time I get down, the Lord comes on to me and gets to talking to me, and
Just like what
gee,
Reverend
great,
Harry said.
absolutely great.
Christ
So
in the storm.
Yeah.
Just like what he was preaching a while ago.
That's
yeah,
right.
He's there.
when He gets a hold of you and changes your heart,
Amen.
why, you're a different person. There's
Amen.
no 2 ways
There's
about
no
it.
doubt about
That's
it. And people
right.
know it.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
But
right.
I enjoy it, and I continue to work. I'm not able to man the microphone or the headphones anymore. I don't hear that well. I can't hear people talking, and
Wow.
so and my legs give out on me. But I
but
enjoy
you're
it.
here.
Yeah,
You're
I
here.
enjoy it very much.
Amen.
And
Amen.
I enjoy youth people too.
Well,
You were
thank
one
you.
of the
Very much.
first I met in '86, and
Yes.
I
yes,
just really
yes.
enjoy you.
Well,
both of
we
you.
enjoy being here, so for
Yes,
sure.
we do. We like the
For
people
sure.
here.
And it looks like we have another guy in the wings here. Are we supposed to? Oh, that looks like. Does that look like Melvin
That
there?
looks like Mel.
Boy,
Joe.
he must have gone home and changed clothes or something. Didn't he?
I want the people to forgive me for the way I look. I've been running out in the mud pile
Hey,
playing
That's all
tapes,
right.
and I normally I
listen,
don't come
Herb,
up here. Just
it's
lost
not.
the cold.
We're glad
it's
you're
not
here.
the clothes that make you person.
Well, it is to me. I used to be like this all the time. I don't like it anymore.
That's all right.
Thank you. Herb.
Thank you,
very
Herb.
much.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead.
up here,
Okay,
Mel.
Melvin. Okay, we're going to have you fill out the technical parts that are. Oh, you are scared that. Oh, if that isn't a joke.
Yeah, that's
if that
it right
isn't
there.
a joke. Yes. I don't know how much.
How much what?
How much time do we have here?
Oh, we
do
got
you
less
know?
time. We got 15
Well,
minutes.
no,
we
no,
got
no,
a-
because we have.
we got
looks
another-
like we have another.
1 or 2 or 3 people to get on maybe. What
Yep.
time is this?
Well, 9:15 is where we're supposed to have the next person on here.
Okay,
but,
well, it's about that time.
right.
We're sure
Well,
glad to have you here, Mel.
I'm just proud to be here. Nice seeing you. Right if you get
I
work.
don't know what the producer wants us to do up there. Does he want us to go on, or what does he want us to do?
Okay, we're going just
He
a little
said
bit.
he said go on a little
Yeah.
bit. Okay, Mel. Now come on, fill us in about this. Tim started with telling us about the tower,
Increased
the
power?
increased
Yeah,
power.
we got our okay from the FCC to raise our power to 1,000 watts. We're going 100 now, so we can do our power 10 times what we're
Does that mean you go 10 times the distance?
10 times the area,
Okay, super.
not
That's
10 times the
wonderful.
distance,
All right,
but 10
okay.
times the area.
All right.
And we need really about $40,000 to do that on top of our everyday expenses, which is like 50 bucks a day we're spending
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
for a new transmitter. Just what I'm believing for. We got 1.5 years to get it on the air. I don't like to wait that long. The Lord might come before then, so.
Then we won't need
Wouldn't make me
anything,
mad,
will we?
There you go. There you go.
So that's what we want to do. That's what we're headed for.
That's wonderful.
And we're going to do more live programming, more local programming. Like we started out, like I think in about 75 we started, when we started playing tapes for an hour a day, and then we went to live, and now we're up to 4 hours live on Saturday, and then we replay it on Sunday afternoon, and so we're going to start doing some programming. And then now we also, Tim has a program for the young people on Friday evening, so
Wow, that's great.
and that's
That's
going
good.
good because
That's good.
you know it doesn't make any difference how old you are. You need the Lord.
That's right.
Oh,
So,
that's for
You
sure.
bet.
You don't want to wait till you get old to accept Him because you might not make it.
No, that's
You
true.
know.
Something might
That's
happen before
true.
you get there.
Right.
That's true.
So,
that's true.
That's what we're going to
So
do
the
some
major
more hours.
expense then is going to be really a new transformer, is that right?
And transmitter, yeah,
Transmitter, I'm sorry. Transmitter.
to go from 100 watts to 1,000.
All right.
Okay.
And then of course our electric will be about 10 times what it is now too. So
Oh,
all that'll go up. But
boy, oh boy.
that our electric bill isn't that high now. It's about I think $50 to $75 a month at the transmitter site. So if it goes 10 times, $750 a month. Of course, then we hope to meet more people, reach more people. We will, so
Amen.
we can get more
Right.
support.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
You know, this is
That's right.
People
Amen.
need to hear
You know,
the gospel.
the devil's getting a load to go to hell. We're getting a load to go to heaven. So
That's it. Amen
we're
to
going to
that.
cut into his load.
Amen.
He
That's
ain't going to
right.
have such a heavy
Amen.
load that
That's right.
Amen.
he thinks so.
Well, Mel, maybe we can get back with you later on.